Hi, everybody. So with us tonight, we have another one of our ambassador families, Melanie Maguire, who is the mother of one of our Medulo angels, Finley. Hi, Melanie. How are you doing?
Hello, Heidi. I'm doing okay. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I am so appreciative that you were able to jump on and do this interview with us so that the whole world can learn a little bit about Finley. Like I know her, and I've been following her journey and your guys' journey from the beginning, and my goodness, she was such a sweet soul.
She was.
Yes, she was. So let's just jump right in. Tell us all about Finley. What was she like? What did she love? And how did she get the name Fearless Finley?
So Finley was born in May of 2019. She was our third girl. So she was part of, the sister squad, we called them. They were, pretty inseparable, especially the younger two. She idolized her sisters, wanted to do everything they did, which I think is why she did so many things that I feel like were far advanced for her age. She played with Barbies. She played with toys that, normal 18-month-olds didn't play with. But one thing about Finley is she smiled all the time. She was always, always happy, never wanted to miss anything. She would smile and her whole face would light up.
It's okay.
She used to come running to me every time I walked in from work with her arms up and just wanted to be hugged and loved. And I think she just was a happy girl, and she loved her sisters so much. They loved to dress alike. Something about Finley that is really funny is that she used to climb on everything. But she was little, so she couldn't reach the counter. So she would carry around a toy bucket and then flip it over and step on it so that she could reach like the chocolate off the counter, or the toys she wanted off the counter, or the permanent marker she's not supposed to have. And then another really favorite memory of mine with her is her and Tegan took the advent calendars off of the dining room table and ate all of the chocolate underneath the dining room table out of them. And I walked in the room to find them giggling underneath the table, just mouths ring with chocolate, and they just thought it was so funny.
Well, that explains how she got her name Fearless Finley.
Yeah, so Fearless came from mostly after her diagnosis, because she smiled through a lot regardless of what she was going through. And but we would find her on top of things that you would never imagine this tiny little 19-month-old would climb on top of, but like the play kitchen, two-tiered, and there she is. We see her from the other room standing at the very, very top of it, her little stool, her self-made stool, onto the first level. And then I don't even know how that she got onto the higher level, but she was just standing reaching for like a picture. And that's just something she used to do. And Frozen was by far her favorite movie. That's one other thing. We watched that probably every day in both hospitals we were at.
Let it go.
Yeah, nonstop. Yep. And
Yeah.
she used to try to sing as much as she could. She didn't have a big vocabulary at 19 months, but
Right.
would say Elsa and go to let it go, and had a little microphone that sang Frozen songs, and she'd put it like all the way in her mouth and tell us she loved.
Such a little girl that was fighting such a big battle. Now, she was diagnosed with medulloblastoma.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. 19 months old. And she fought that battle with the exact same energy that she would use to get her chocolate off the counter. She used all of her strength and won her battle right before she turned 2 years old, correct?
Correct.
Taken way too soon, and that's what we've got to fix. And that's what we're doing as families, joining together and raising funds for pediatric brain cancer. What drew your family to the Cure Starts Now, and why was it important to you to become one of our ambassadors?
So we didn't have a long journey during our fight with Finley, but one of your foundation, like the Cure Starts Now, was one that always came up as something very important with brain cancer, especially obviously the DMG, DIPG, but medulloblastoma was on that as well. And it's just something to me about specializing in trying to find a cure or a treatment, or for such a big diagnosis for such small children, and then the treatments just, they're not there. And I like that you guys always focus on something that is just almost so deadly and so debilitating, that if I could help in that respect, it makes me feel like I'm contributing something. And it helps, me gain knowledge as well,
Right.
and reading some of the stuff you guys do. And I don't think anybody fully understands the realm of pediatric brain cancer until they've lived it.
That's true. And I can assure you, Melanie, that what you have been doing and what you are doing, with all the support from all of your friends and family and supporters, you guys are making a difference, making a huge difference. And we focus on the biggest bullies of all here at the Cure Starts Now, and that is DIPG, DMG, medulloblastoma. And it's our mission to find the home run cure, to cure those diseases and to cure all cancer. And we just are so thankful that you are part of that. Tell us, when speaking about your community, tell us how your community has supported your family and Finley's battle, and what the continued support means to your family.
Since she was diagnosed in December of 2020, our community definitely came together. And by community, I mean, our close-knit group of people, and even people that I was close to many years ago, have definitely been at our side, at our backs. They always donate when I post a link to something or share something, or they were there for us when she was sick, and they would help us with the other kids. They would drop us off food, they would drop her off toys, clothes, everything. But more importantly, that's all so thoughtful and so generous, but donating to try and make it so that this could hopefully not happen again to someone else's child they know, or to their own child. They definitely, even last year and into this year, have been very supportive with the financial donations, and the words of encouragement, the always thinking of you, and trying to help me remember her.
Right. And something that I think potentially people who are not in the battle, or have experienced what you and I and so many of our families have experienced or are experiencing, is that even after the battle, it's just so important. A simple $1 donation, $5 donation, is a way of them saying, we are still here for you. We want to continue to help. And we're very thankful here at the Cure Starts Now that your passion is the same as ours. We want to find the cure. We want to make sure that another family doesn't go through what your family had to go through, and what all of our families have gone through. You had given us a quote, and I wanted to share it with everybody, if you don't mind. So in the words of Melanie, she had said, "We will always push for raising funds in memory of Finley, because it's the best way I can think of to remember her and honor her hard battle with such a devastating diagnosis. While remembering her in this way, we can hope the funds raised make for a better future for pediatric cancer warriors like Finley." Melanie, thank you so much for coming on and for talking about Finley. And I know talking about her brings so much joy to me, so I can only imagine how much joy it brings to you.
It does.
So tonight, give first for our fearless Finley and all of the warriors like her, because they deserve more than leftovers.
They do.
Thank you.
Thank you.